In a world where control often slips through our fingers, many resort to manipulation, not realizing the chains they forge entangle not just others, but themselves as well. Today we're diving deep into the shadows of psychological manipulation, exploring how it infiltrates our relationships and, more importantly, how the wisdom of Stoicism can empower us to reclaim our inner strength and autonomy. Stoicism teaches us that the ultimate power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering ourselves, our reactions, emotions, and judgments. By the end of this discussion, you'll not only recognize the subtle mechanisms of manipulation, but also acquire the Stoic tools to counteract them, ensuring your peace of mind remains unshaken amidst external chaos. If you value the insights and strategies we're sharing today, a simple way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button. And be sure not to skip any part of this video. You won't want to miss out on learning how to effectively navigate and neutralize manipulation. So, if you're ready to transform the way you handle complex human interactions and cultivate a life of tranquility and empowerment, let's dive in. Lesson 1. Manipulation in our relationships can be as subtle as it is destructive, often weaving itself into our daily interactions so seamlessly that it becomes an unnoticed shadow in our lives. At its core, manipulation involves tactics designed to steer our thoughts, feelings, and actions away from our true intentions, guiding us instead toward fulfilling the desires of the manipulator. These tactics can range from guilt tripping, where you're made to feel perpetually indebted for reasonable actions, to gaslighting, a particularly insidious method where your perception of reality is constantly questioned, causing you to doubt your own memories and sanity. Manipulators may also use excessive flattery, not simply to make you feel good, but to create an imbalance where you feel compelled to reciprocate beyond what's natural or comfortable, often leading you to act against your better judgment. Each of these tactics leverages basic human emotions: guilt, trust, the need for approval, to tilt the scales in the manipulator's favor. Lesson 2. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes self-control and resilience, teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This philosophy offers a powerful counterbalance to manipulative forces. It encourages us to anchor our responses in the steady ground of reason and choice, rather than in the chaotic swirl of external circumstances. A Stoic approach to recognizing manipulation involves observing these interactions with a detached curiosity, identifying the emotional triggers without allowing them to dictate your response. By cultivating Stoic detachment, you can see manipulative tactics for what they are: external attempts to disrupt your internal peace, and choose not to let them disturb your equilibrium. This isn't about suppressing emotion or becoming indifferent. It's about maintaining a clear, rational perspective that prioritizes your mental tranquility and moral integrity over reactive impulses. Lesson 3. Delving into the psychology behind manipulation reveals that such behaviors often stem from deeply ingrained emotional needs or unresolved issues. Individuals might manipulate others to gain control, not as a sign of strength, but as a reflection of their perceived vulnerabilities and insecurities. This need to control can often be traced back to a fear of uncertainty or instability in their lives. Manipulators may believe that the only way to secure their needs is by orchestrating the actions of those around them. Moreover, manipulation can arise from a lack of self-esteem. Individuals with low self-worth may use manipulation as a tool to affirm their value, seeking responses that temporarily ease their deep-seated doubts about their worth or capabilities. This behavior often manifests as a constant need for attention, affirmation, or dominance in relationships, providing temporary relief from inner turmoil, but often at the expense of others' well-being. Unresolved traumas play a significant role as well. Those who manipulate might have experienced past relationships or environments where manipulation was the norm, or where direct communication was neither safe nor valued. These experiences can teach individuals that manipulation is necessary to meet their needs, setting a precedent for future interactions. Certain personality disorders, like narcissistic personality disorder or borderline personality disorder, might also involve manipulative behaviors more frequently. For instance, individuals with narcissistic personality disorder might manipulate to uphold their inflated self-image and suppress vulnerability. Those with borderline personality disorder might engage in manipulation as an extreme effort to avoid real or imagined abandonment. Stoicism offers a resilient framework to understand and deal with manipulation from a place of wisdom and strength. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on our internal responses rather than trying to control external events or behaviors, which are inherently unpredictable and often beyond our direct control. It encourages us to respond with reason and detachment, recognizing our own agency and the limits of our influence over others' actions. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we learn to maintain personal integrity in the face of manipulation, responding not with impulsive emotion but with reasoned deliberation. This involves understanding the manipulator's motives and tactics without becoming emotionally entangled, thereby preserving one's peace of mind and autonomy. A Stoic response not only protects the individual but also establishes a boundary that manipulative behaviors are neither effective nor tolerated, fostering healthier and more honest interactions. Lesson 4. Setting boundaries is an essential aspect of managing manipulation. It's about drawing a clear line between what is acceptable and what isn't, ensuring that our relationships are based on mutual respect and understanding. Stoicism, a philosophy centered around personal ethics and emotional control, offers valuable lessons in setting these boundaries. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of living according to one's principles, regardless of external circumstances. He advised that we have the power to maintain our inner peace by responding to others with reasoned decisions rather than emotional reactivity. This Stoic approach helps us establish boundaries not as barriers to keep others out, but as markers that guide our interactions, ensuring they are constructive and respectful. In setting boundaries, it's crucial to communicate clearly and assertively without being harsh or inflexible. It's about saying no when something doesn't align with your values or jeopardizes your well-being, and feeling fully justified in doing so. Epictetus taught that by understanding what is within our control, our actions and responses, we empower ourselves to reinforce these boundaries firmly and calmly. This involves practical steps like clearly articulating your needs in conversations or deciding in advance how to respond to pressure or demands that make you uncomfortable. Consistency in enforcing these boundaries is key, as inconsistency can lead to confusion and misinterpretation. Stoicism also teaches the value of detachment in managing relationships. Detachment here means not getting overly emotional or personal about the behaviors of others, but instead focusing on maintaining your own ethical and emotional center. This Stoic detachment allows you to set boundaries from a place of rationality, making these boundaries more effective and respected. Setting boundaries is an ongoing process of defining who you are and how you want to be treated. It's a declaration of self-respect and a crucial step in fostering healthy, supportive relationships. As Seneca suggested, it's not about building fortresses around your heart, but about guarding the gates with wisdom and grace, allowing in those who respect your boundaries and enrich your life. Lesson 5. The key to managing and neutralizing manipulative tactics lies not just in recognizing them, but in developing effective responses that keep your sense of self and autonomy intact. Countering manipulation requires both a strategic mindset and an understanding of human behavior, as well as a firm grounding in your own values and responses. One effective strategy is maintaining emotional composure. Stoicism, with its emphasis on inner peace and rational response, teaches that we have the power to choose our reactions. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, argued that external events do not harm us unless we allow our reactions to control us. In practical terms, when faced with manipulation, keeping a calm demeanor robs the manipulator of the emotional response they seek. This doesn't mean being impassive or cold, but rather addressing the situation with a level-headedness that keeps you in control of your emotions and decisions. Another strategy involves using clear, direct communication to confront manipulative behaviors. Asking probing questions aligns well with Socratic questioning, a method based on seeking profound truth through rigorous inquiry. When you suspect manipulation, ask questions that challenge the manipulator to explain their actions or requests, such as, Can you clarify what you mean by that, or how do you see this as fair? These questions not only put the manipulator on the spot, but also encourage transparency and can deter further manipulative attempts. Setting firm boundaries is another critical strategy. Epictetus emphasized the importance of focusing on what is within our power, our actions and responses. By clearly defining what is acceptable and consistently enforcing these boundaries, we signal to others that manipulative tactics are neither welcome nor effective. It's about respecting ourselves enough to say no when situations do not align with our values or compromise our emotional well-being. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us the value of reflecting on our impressions, a method that can be crucial in countering manipulation. By pausing to reflect on the initial feelings or thoughts that arise in response to someone's words or actions, we can avoid impulsive reactions. Instead, we can choose responses that are aligned with our rational understanding and long-term well-being. In all these strategies, the Stoic practice of focusing on our own agency and the things within our control can empower us to handle manipulation with grace and effectiveness. By adopting these methods, we not only protect ourselves from being manipulated but also cultivate relationships based on mutual respect and honesty. This approach not only reacts defensively to manipulation, but also proactively builds a framework of personal strength and ethical integrity. Lesson 6. Taking care of your mental and emotional health is crucial when navigating manipulative relationships. Stoicism provides a framework for maintaining well-being through practices that reinforce your sense of agency and resilience. These practices help you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters, regardless of the external pressures you face. One key practice is daily reflection. Marcus Aurelius suggested that morning reflection can set a positive tone for the day, helping you to anticipate and prepare for potential challenges, including manipulative interactions. Reflecting on your values, goals, and how you want to respond to various situations can fortify your resolve and ensure that you act in alignment with your principles. Reviewing daily interactions is another useful practice. At the end of the day, take time to reflect on how your interactions unfolded, particularly those involving potential manipulation. Analyze what went well, what could be improved, and how you can respond differently in the future. This practice not only aids in personal growth, but also helps you recognize patterns of manipulation and refine your strategies for dealing with them. Cultivating supportive relationships is also vital. Surrounding yourself with individuals who respect your boundaries and support your well-being provides a buffer against manipulative behaviors. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of choosing companions wisely and fostering relationships that are built on mutual respect and understanding. Having a support system helps reinforce your own sense of self-worth and provides perspective when facing manipulative challenges. Regular self-care practices such as mindfulness, exercise, and hobbies contribute to maintaining emotional balance. Stoicism recognizes the importance of self-care as part of living a good life, helping you manage stress and maintain a clear, focused mind. Engaging in activities that nourish your body and spirit can strengthen your resilience and enable you to handle manipulative situations with greater ease. By integrating these Stoic practices into your daily life, you can build a strong foundation for managing manipulation effectively while preserving your mental and emotional health. These practices not only protect you from being negatively impacted by others, but also foster a sense of inner strength and well-being that supports your overall quality of life. As we conclude today's discussion, it's clear that manipulation, with all its subtle complexities, can deeply impact our lives and relationships. However, armed with the principles of Stoicism, we can navigate these challenges with wisdom, strength, and clarity. Remember, the key to overcoming manipulation lies in recognizing the tactics, setting firm boundaries, and prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being. Stoicism empowers us to focus on what we can control: our actions, responses, and choices, allowing us to maintain our integrity and peace of mind, no matter the external pressures we face. By adopting a Stoic approach, you gain the tools to handle manipulation with grace and effectiveness, fostering relationships based on respect and authenticity. If you found today's discussion helpful and want to dive deeper into Stoic wisdom and strategies for a more resilient life, please consider subscribing to Stoic Resonate and hitting the like button. By doing so, you'll stay connected with our community and continue to receive content that enriches your journey toward personal empowerment and tranquility. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, live with strength, clarity, and wisdom.